What's good, y'all? I'm back with another book review. This one comes highly anticipated. I've been seeing people reading this book everywhere. Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. And this one was definitely one of them ones. I enjoyed reading it. Before we get into this book review, if you into black books about black culture, black love, black fiction, black nonfiction, hit that subscribe button below and check out all the content that I'm creating. So let's get right on into it. Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan is the final book of the Skyland series. It focuses on Hendrix Barry, a successful and ambitious woman, dealing with the challenges of having a mother who suffers from Alzheimer's, as well as navigating a complicated romance with Maverick Bell, billionaire tech mogul. Put some respect on his name. The connection sparks amidst professional collaborations and personal struggles, forcing them to confront their individual ambitions and their desires. The story explores themes such as love, ambition, family, as well as the complexities of being an independent woman who does not want to have a child. So Hendrix Barry is the main character of this story. She is the live wire. She's the life of the party. She's ambitious. She's a badass, and I truly enjoy her character. Three things that I liked about Can't Get Enough was Hendrix' infectious personality and her ambition in her career moves. Hendrix is a manager of different clients, but also she's a manager of a beauty model that she's overseeing, and she also has a nonprofit where they come up with startup money for women businesses, and everything about Hendrix is dope. From the description of her, how she looks, the kind of a voluptuous build, natural hair, beautiful skin, her ability to be the life of the party. She goes in the party and the party changes. Everybody starts having a great time. And even her music selection, her music selection throughout the book is dope. And I really enjoy reading about her character because she's funny as hell, and she's definitely like one of those type of people that I would enjoy to hang around. The next thing that I liked about the book, Maverick Bell's wealth and ambition to get whatever he wants. Maverick Bell is a billionaire tech mogul, and it's dope because whatever Maverick wants, he gets because he just is that type of ambition. He has that type of ambition and that drive to be like, yeah, I want her, I'm gonna get it. I want this business, I'm gonna get it. I want this professional team, which in this novel, he's trying to get this professional team. He wants his professional NBA team. So he's saying, I want it and I'm going to get it. And I really enjoy Maverick Bell go after a woman. Like a lot of times, I feel like a lot of guys, we try to play it cool. We be like, I love her, but I can't show up too strong. Man, Maverick Bell applied some pressure in his book. And I really appreciated seeing a billionaire black male apply that pressure to the woman that he wants. The third thing that I really enjoyed about this book is the description of Alzheimer's disease process in Hendrix's mom. Me being a physical therapist, I really paid attention to the interactions that Hendrix, as well as other family members, had with Hendrix's mom, and the description of Alzheimer's in his book. And it's very spot on. You can tell Miss Ryan did her research when it came to Alzheimer's disease process with the wandering. The one of the scenes, Hendrix's mom, she basically is, thinking about she's basically thinking that her husband is still alive and that he just went out to get ice cream. Well, when it comes to Alzheimer's, a lot of times those patients, they are in another headspace. They are in another time. So it's very important that we don't deviate them from that time. We kind of live in their headspace. And I thought that was definitely an important part of the book because it's very spot on with real life. When you're dealing with Alzheimer's patients, you want to live in their time space because you don't want to get them into a part. You don't want to say, oh, okay, that's happened 15 years ago, because you don't want to aggravate them. You don't want to get them acting impulsively. So I thought that was definitely a dope part of the book because it was just so spot on with what really supposed to happen with the Alzheimer's patient. So I had 3 things that I liked about the book. Now I got 3 things that I didn't like about Can't Get Enough. One of the things was the length of the book. I felt like the book was it could have been ended probably about 40 to 50 pages before it actually ended. And, I enjoyed the book, but, it was a little too long, and because it felt like it was, adding conflict when I feel like the main conflict was kind of already resolved. But, that's just my opinion. Second thing I didn't like was it was kind of a fairy tale. I enjoyed this book, but I mean, I kind of felt like it was a little far-fetched that a black male millionaire, ends up with just a normal, which Hendrix ain't normal personality-wise, but she's just kind of a normal citizen. When billionaires often end up with like millionaires and other billionaire women or billionaire models, I kind of feel like it was far-fetched. But And I also kind of feel like it was like this knight in shining armor type of feel. Maverick was always there anytime Hendrix had an issue, regardless of whatever he had going on. He would drop everything. And I just kind of feel like that's a little far-fetched. It don't matter how much you love somebody. You can't drop everything every time something happens, it was dope to see though, but I kind of feel like it was far-fetched. So the third thing that I didn't particularly like about Can't Get Enough was Zier versus Hendrix conflict wasn't explosive enough to me. Zier is the ex-girlfriend of Maverick Bell, and she was very much in love with him. And so they broke up, and then Maverick ends up dating Hendrix. But the issue is that Zier was going to be the one who got Hendrix's client a TV show onto the network and make her a big star. So Hendrix was trying to navigate like, hey, I don't need to mess up this business relationship for a personal love relationship. And so so she was trying to apply the girl code, this is my friend. I can't talk to him because this is my friend. One thing I do applaud about this book is that Hendrix, she ultimately chooses herself over this quote unquote girl code. He used to talk to me type of situation, because I feel like that's corny. I feel like it's lame. But I feel like when the Zier and Hendrix conflict actually went down, I felt like it wasn't explosive enough. It wasn't enough arguing. It wasn't enough conflict in it. And I kind of felt let down by the phone call they had and the interactions that they had. So yeah, I just felt like that part wasn't explosive enough. My favorite part of Can't Get Enough was when Hendrix and Maverick are chilling on Maverick's personal yacht, and they end up dancing to Blue and Green by Miles Davis on the yacht, and they're having dinner and they dancing to Blue and Green, and he says, she says that, I thought you didn't dance. And then he said, I dance under the right circumstances. Then he says, you are all of my right circumstances. And I thought that was a dope line. I love Blue and Green. It's one of my favorite Miles Davis tracks ever created. And I just thought, I felt personally touched by that, because I would love to dance to Blue and Green. I just felt like it was a very romantic part of the book. So final book rating on Can't Get Enough. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It was funny, it was sexy, and it was emotional. It had a lot of dope themes in it. It navigated it navigated career ambition versus individual ambitions, choosing love over career ambitions, which I feel like is very important. Sometimes I feel like sometimes you got to choose love over that career ambition, because you can come back and get that career ambition, but sometimes you can't come back and get that person that's waiting on you. So I thought that was really dope. I enjoyed this book, and I want y'all to go check it out. Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. If you love the content that you saw today, hit that subscribe button below, and peace. We out.